Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading today. So this one is going to be specifically for those of you that are experiencing a challenge or a separation in your connection. And we're going to dive really deep, go into a lot of different details of the journey of the masculine and the feminine. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead and stay tuned. And of course, just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today, I'll let you guys know what they are as I shuffle each deck. And these beautiful organites are the Twin Flame Pyramid as well as the Lovers, created by Michelle from Wingham Bell. Everything will be listed down below, so let's get started, okay? We're going to take a look and see what is the current vibration of this connection currently. And we're going to use this deck here called Heart Songs of the 90s by Celestial Forecast by Carrie. What is the current vibration of this connection? Current vibration of this connection. We have from Jeff Buckley, Last Goodbye. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get two more songs, and then we're going to start clarifying with some Oracle and Tarot. So we've got the Last Goodbye. We also have Hey Lover from LL Cool J. And we have All the Man That I Need from Whitney Houston. Okay. So let's go ahead and read the lyrics of this first song. So I'm going to go ahead and put these to the side, and we'll get to those in a minute. So this one says here, Last Goodbye by Jeff Buckley. This is our last goodbye. I hate to feel the love between us die, but it's over. Just hear this and then I'll go. You gave me more to live for, more than you'll ever know. This is our last embrace. Must I dream and always see your face? Why can't we overcome this wall? Maybe it's just because you didn't know you at all. Kiss me. Wow. Okay, so you guys might get something different from this, but what I'm getting is that obviously there is a separation here between you and your twin flame. And, but when it came to like the last goodbye, this is the vibration. It's like you guys both think about the last time you saw one another. You think about the last time that you embraced. And also there is this energy here where someone has, or someone feels like they have more to live for now just by knowing you. And you might not know this because it says more than you'll ever know. I'm forever changed. Okay. This someone also sees someone in their dreams and always sees their face. You might see this person's face and people that you see on TV, people that you see in the street. There's just something about these people's faces that remind you of your twin flame. So it's kind of like you're seeing this person in your dreams. You're seeing your twin flame in other people. Okay. And it seems like there's this wall between you and them. And there's something about maybe it's just because you didn't know you. So there's something about finding oneself here. There's something about finding yourself. So someone may needed to go and find themselves, or someone knew that you needed to find you. Okay, interesting. So let's go ahead and go into my Arrows of Love Oracle and get an Oracle message here. Okay, we have Autumn. So autumn could be specific for you and your person. I mean, we are in autumn. If you're obviously in my part of the world, we're in autumn here. It might be spring somewhere else, obviously. But to me, either or, this autumn energy, it's like the fall vibes, could be something significant for your connection. Okay? The last time you guys maybe saw one another could have been autumn as well. Or it could just be that both people are really feeling connected to this energy because your connection is connected to autumn. Let's go ahead and go into my Arrows of Love Tarot. We have Empress. Empress is connected to Taurus and Libra, but we have feminine energy. So this is divine feminine energy. This is perhaps the masculine really feeling the feminine's vibration. This is also the feminine really feeling the masculine's vibration, really thinking about this energy, very sensual, kiss me type of energy, right? feeling that embrace and also the kiss, dreaming of your face, dreaming of that romantic energy. So the vibration I'm getting right now is very, very high. It's very sensual. And this feminine is radiating this energy, and I'm getting this masculine is picking up on this vibration, especially in this season for whatever reason. Okay. So that is one of the current vibrations. So now we're going to go into Hey Lover by LL Cool J. Swimming in the timeless currents of pure bliss. Fantasies interchanging with each kiss. So there's something about kissing here. Underlying passion unites our souls. Together we swim until the point of no control. But it's a fantasy. So I'm going to keep all these feelings inside. Keep my dreams alive until the right time. Do you see? There are two messages here about dreams. So you and your twin flame are dreaming about each other and fantasizing about each other. And you're dreaming about embracing and kissing. There's something very passionate here where your souls unite in this different realm. Okay? So to me, that's just a confirmation. If you've been experiencing this, your twin flame is also experiencing this energy. Oh, yeah. See, that is the souls united. Undying passion unites our souls. Partnership. It's like this is combined. This is both of you feeling this energy. It is connective. It is mutual. But I'm also getting to with that Seven of Swords energy. First of all, you guys are hiding it. And that makes sense because guess what? I'm going to keep all these feelings inside, okay? I am going to be in this withdrawn energy, Seven of Swords. I'm going to not speak my truth about this. Now, some of you guys, this will not resonate with everybody, but some of you guys could be in another partnership. Your twin flame's in a partnership. There could be other people involved. And so this is something where you have to hide your feelings for your twin flame because you're in another partnership, okay? So that is what we have for those. And now we're going to go into the last song, which is from Whitney Houston, All the Man That I Need. So now we have, I used to cry myself to sleep at night. It's about sleeping and dreaming. Wow. Okay. But that was all before he came. I thought love had to hurt to turn out right, but now he's here. It's not the same. He fills me up. He gives me love, more love than I've ever seen. He's all I've got. He's all I've got in this world. Okay. So to me, this is energy here coming from the feminine. Let's see what this is about. Winter. So autumn and winter are two seasons that are significant for this particular connection. Something went cold when you left. I feel like for some of you that you are in another partnership. I feel like some of the feminines, because they could not cry themselves to sleep at night anymore. Okay. And it's not to say they've used someone else to try to replace their masculine, but some feminines may have because of this heartbreaking energy of the Five of Cups. Rather than focusing on the heartache, rather than focusing on the loss and the past of the masculine, this feminine has chosen to move forward with her life and embrace new love, perhaps with a soulmate. Nothing wrong with that, just so you guys know. But this right here is saying here that now this person that the feminine is with, he's all I have in this world. This is my person. This is the person I'm choosing to be with. This is the person that has helped me to dry my tears, okay? But I feel like this feminine still longs for the masculine. And of course, this Seven of Swords could be an indication here where there's hidden energy. You know, there's a bit of deception here. May not mean it to be that way. It's just unfortunate. So that's not going to resonate for everybody, just so you guys know. So if this is not about the feminine being in another partnership or the masculine being in another partnership, this to me is an energy here of no longer crying yourself to sleep at night. Okay. This is the winter's energy. It's kind of like as the seasons have progressed, as the seasons have changed, this energy here, yes, we can still cry at night. We can still shed a tear for our twin flame, But the thing is, we're choosing to fill ourselves up. We're choosing to fill our own cup. We're choosing to supply our own emotional needs. Yes, it would be nice if we had our twin flame by our side, but we are learning while we're in this dormant period in this connection to fulfill our own emotional needs. So that's for some of you that there's no other partnership or there's no like third party energy. Okay. So I hope that that resonated with you guys, or at least one of them did. So now we're going to go into the divine masculine's energy. So let's take a look and see what is going on for the masculine. And I say he for masculine, he and him. I say she or her for feminine. It's just the way that I channel. So just apply the energies how they resonate for you guys, okay? But this right here is called the Soul Food Oracle by Rising Sun Oracle. And we're going to go ahead and break the masculine's energy down with the mental space, the heart space, the environment as in other people or outer influences, as well as spiritual growth and energy. All right, so let's see what we have for masculine's mental energy. We have honey. Let's get the emotions, the heart space. We have meatloaf. I love this deck, it's so cute. All right, let's get the physical world. We have some toast and spiritual. We have some spaghetti. Ooh, all those sound so good, making me hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Okay, so let's now go ahead and clarify here. We'll take it one at a time. I'm going to put these to the side. All right, let's clarify here and see where masculine is at in his mental space when it comes to his ascension, his growth, his healing, what's going on in his world, etc. So this here is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. The honey says simple. I enjoy humble offerings. So the masculine might right now just be kind of focusing on being humble at this time. Beautiful. Stars energy, which is Aquarian energy again. That I think already came up. Did it? Maybe it didn't. I thought it did. Aquarius energy, universal alignment. I feel like the masculine is focusing on aligning with himself and just being humble at this time, being grateful for what he has, you know? So let's get into my divine masculine revelations and see what some of those thoughts are. Okay, I care too much about what others think right now. So when it comes to the judgments that the masculine has, of himself as well as what other people think about him, he is trying to align himself in a different way. He's trying to just focus more on being humble instead of worrying about what he's doing, what he has, what other people are going to think about his life and his choices. So he's trying to align himself to just kind of focus more on the sweetness of life rather than the bitter. So that's definitely not a bad thing, okay? So let's go ahead and go into the energy of meatloaf, which is his emotions. We have family. This relationship is important to me. So in his heart space, it may be that he is really focused on his family. He's really focused on the people that are there in his life. Maybe the circle is getting smaller. 5 of Cups. What is interesting here is we have loss. 5 of Cups, sadness. So 5 of Cups has shown up twice now. Old wounds. So there could be, of course, wounds that masculine has from family, of course, but instead of focusing on those things, he's going to focus on just the sweetness of those relationships. Instead of being pissed, instead of focusing on all the trauma and maybe the pain that occurred, rather than just really just being in that energy constantly, he's really going to try to derive the sweetness from those relationships. If his parents are still alive, it's really honoring those relationships and really spending time with these parents and focusing on the good aspects rather than the negative. That's what I'm seeing here. This could also be family members, as in friends, soul family too. Mind. I've thought a lot about you lately. I feel like a lot of the masculine's energy right now, his mental space and his heart space, is really focused on his environment, really focused on those tight-knit relationships, really focused on his family. So he's thinking a lot about his family. He might also be thinking a lot about the past as well, but choosing to focus on the honey rather than the sour. Okay? That's what I'm seeing with this one. All right. Now we have toast. This is the environment. I want excitement. Masculine might be really looking right now for excitement and fun in his environment. He might feel bored. He might feel stagnant. He might feel like he wants to just go out and travel, make something happen. Yeah, and it's for him. It's for his own personal enjoyment. The Ace of Cups is your own cup. How can I fill my cup? He's not necessarily looking for anyone to fill his cup. He's more or less just looking for excitement just in general. Maybe excitement in his career, with his peers, traveling, things that bring him happiness. So we have this masculine drink in a cup. See, craving. The thought of you still does things to me. So the masculine does have thoughts where he does want to drink from some sort of cup because he is craving excitement because he's bored, right? But he's focusing more. So this is where his growth and ascension's coming from. When it comes to other people in his environment, rather than searching for another cup to fulfill him, he's actually learning to drink from his own cup. He's learning to provide his own happiness. There's a cat here. It's really bugging me. Come on, man. I should have taken a roller to this damn thing. Anyways, he's learning to fulfill his own happiness. He is learning to, instead of going for all these other cups when he's bored, he's filling his own cup for a change. So I really like to see this for this masculine, because he may not have done that before. He may have just continuously drank from these other cups, but I feel like this has led to wounds. This has led to pain. It hasn't worked out for him. It hasn't sustained him. It hasn't fulfilled him in a way that he feels that maybe it should have. So now we have spiritually depressed. Let's talk it out. Okay. So there could just be some deep spiritual transformation, maybe even shadow, dark night of the soul kind of happening here. So masculine is going in deep. Yeah. Look at that. 8 of Swords. Anything that's imprisoning him, anything that's making him feel depressed, he does want to work it out. So it's not about just pushing it away and not dealing with it. It's still with him for a reason. So any kind of pain or any kind of maybe aggravation or things that trigger masculine, instead of pretending that it doesn't exist, he's trying to derive the lesson and how he can apply himself better in the future. Because I kind of get that he's doing this with his peers, his family members, friends, coworkers, people that are around him. He's trying to focus more on the positives than the negatives, okay? Because he might be very moody. He might be the type of person that gets depressed. He might be the type of person that, is just super emotional. And so, feels kind of imprisoned and trapped in negative thinking, negative vibrations. So I feel like he's had to break some sort of change or chains. He realizes that his own thoughts are actually constricting him. His own actions are constricting him. Yep, he's working towards a better future in this area. So spiritually, he realizes that a lot of the sadness, a lot of the depression, which is this 5 of Cups energy that he has experienced, has been a lot of his own doing, his own either reckless behavior or just not being grateful for what he has. So a lot of ascension is taking place in that area. I really like to see this for masculine. So now we're going to go into the feminine's energy. Where is feminine at in her spiritual ascension and growth? What's going on for her right now? Let's see the mental energy. We have chips. Ooh, chips. We have don't sweat the small stuff. Emotions, heart, space. We have just stones. I don't think I've ever had those before. And her environment, we have pizza. Definitely have had that. And we have beef stew. Ooh, an autumn beef stew. God, that sounds so good. I think I'm gonna have to make some. Okay. Thanks, Michelle. I think you make us all just really hungry with this deck. Okay. So what is this mental space here? So let's go ahead and put these cards to the side. Chips, stress, don't sweat the small stuff. I kind of like this because masculine and feminine are actually mirroring each other. Masculine is trying to see the sweetness in life, and feminine is trying to also just not really focus on all that stress. She's trying not to sweat all that small stuff, realizing that that just doesn't bring her peace and happiness. Love that. 10 of Pentacles. So feminine could be focusing right now on a particular goal, right? She could be focusing on maybe just building herself up to some sort of level of achievement in her job, her position in life. This could have something to do with maybe wanting to purchase a home, saving, etc. So let's go ahead and go into my Divine Feminine healing now. Headspace. Yeah, see, she realizes that her thoughts have a lot to do with the stuff that like she's going to feel and experience. So now it says here, I have the ability to change any mood by the thoughts that I'm choosing to think. I focus on things that bring me joy, not on the things that rob me of peace. You see, don't sweat the small stuff. So her headspace, which is interesting because we're looking at her headspace right now, she is shifting her thoughts. When she shifts her thoughts, she shifts her life. Her life transforms. So she realizes instead of focusing on what she doesn't have, she's actually focusing on building and things that she does have control of. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay. All right. Let's go into the emotions, the heart space. To stones, it says heritage. I honor my cultural heritage with pride. Interesting. I'm going to say interesting a lot because I usually get stuck on a word. Masculine was in family in his heart space. This is actually something that's coming up for feminine too. Very much mirroring each other. Three of Pentacles, work. Feminine is very much focused on the relationships that she has with other people, the people that she connects with, the relationships that work, the relationships that don't work, why that is, okay? Honoring herself, honoring how far she's come, what she's learned. Ooh, I love this. Standards. I will not downplay my needs for anyone. What I'm getting here is that feminine has had to learn through the relationships that she has, whether it's with family members, friends, coworkers, maybe even lovers, of course. But this is an indication to her as to, who she is, how she treats herself, is how other people are going to show up for her as well. So she's learning something about speaking her truth, honoring herself, having pride is not a negative thing. It can be, but in this particular instance I'm getting here, having pride enough in yourself to say, you know what, I'm worth something. I have value. So the relationships in her life have really mirrored back to her how she is and where her vibration is at. And I feel like she is raising her standards. She is raising her vibration, and she has her family and her friends and the people that are around her to basically help facilitate this growth for her. Oh, I love this. Okay. Let's take a look now at the environment. Pizza, take me on a date. Playful, very similar to masculine. Masculine wanted more excitement. This pizza energy is just playful energy. I crave more fun is what she's saying here. I crave more fun and playful energy in my life. I want to have more happiness. I want to feel lighter. And so the soul contract, this right here is the Libra energy. So obviously there's a soul contract between her and masculine, but rather than focusing on that 24/7, she is choosing to focus on this like a sunnier side of her life. She's choosing to focus on more of a casual type of energy as well. Okay. So she realizes that she has some sort of ascension and this contract with masculine and a mission and purpose, but she's not only focused on that. She's also focused on other things. Interesting. We have, when you are ready, I know you will fix this. If the masculine and her obviously have gone through a breakup, which we can see that there is like a separation. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word, a separation here. We know that there's a separation. 5 of Cups energy came up twice. There's sadness here. But rather than focusing on that broken promise with this contract, she knows that when, let's just say, masculine is ready, that he'll fix this. But until then, she's not going to put her life on hold. She's still going to continue to show up for herself and do her and to see the sunnier side of life. I love this. So beautiful. That's beautiful for the feminine. Now we're going to go into the beef stew. Spiritually, we have disconnected. I need to remove myself from the situation. I love this because feminine is not necessarily abandoning her contract with masculine. No. But she's not going to place all of her value on that contract either. She realizes that it does have a purpose in her life, but it's not her entire purpose. She's choosing to show up for her. So if she needs to kind of disconnect for her own sanity or her own peace of mind, or so she can evolve perhaps in a different situation, then she's capable of doing that. This is a divine feminine, you guys, that has ascended and she has grown on her journey. This is not the same divine feminine that maybe you guys started off as. Where you were, let's just say this is an example, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is not the divine feminine that you are today. You've changed, you've evolved, you have come more into yourself through this entire situation. So good for you. Yep, Nine of Cups. I love this because to me, this is the card of self. Okay. Yes, there's something about wish fulfillment here, but I really see the Nine of Cups kind of like I see the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is you're able to financially take care of yourself independently. Nine of Cups means I'm doing just fine on my own. I don't need anyone to fulfill my emotional needs. I am able to fulfill my own cup. What's interesting, you guys, is that this is where masculine is at as well. Well, Ace of Cups, learning to fulfill his own cup. So masculine and feminine are definitely mirroring each other in their ascension on their journey right now. Even though they might be disconnected physically, you're not disconnected spiritually. Now we have alienation. The act of isolation stems from fear of intimacy. Do not take this behavior personally or try to force anyone to open up. She knows that she cannot force change on masculine. She knows that she cannot make this masculine want this in this life. She can hope for it and pray for it and wish for it. But at the end of the day, she's going to have to focus on herself. So she realizes that any kind of isolation that might be taking place between her and her masculine, that this is stemming from fear of intimacy. Somebody is fearful here. It could be her, it could be masculine, it could be a little bit of both. But there is fear here, there is sadness. This is what is alienating themselves from each other in the physical world. So instead of focusing on that, she's disconnecting from that story. She's disconnecting from that narrative right now. It's not a helpful narrative. It actually is a distraction, a negative distraction. Instead, she's going to focus on her own happiness. She's going to focus on fulfilling all of those 9 cups that are her own. She's on her way to the 10 of Pentacles. We already saw this. So that is where masculine and feminine are at this time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the triggers. So what were the triggers for the masculine that were brought on by the feminine? Okay. So this doesn't necessarily mean that this feminine, did these things. I mean, she may have acted a certain way, but this trigger is really on masculine. Okay. It's really inside the masculine with unhealed wounds and traumas. And feminine may have just triggered this response in masculine. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to go into a couple of decks for this. Shoot, I just dumped one of the decks I was going to use. Okay, What Went Wrong by Fire Witch Tarot. So this is masculine's perspective and how he was triggered. So obviously it could be past. It could also be a little bit of present triggering as well. Okay. This is Vice's Oracle by Four of Wands Tarot. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. And then we're going to go into my Twin Flame Journey Shadows. Okay. Wow. All right, you guys. So I'm going to put these aside. We're going to look at these. So this is an interesting little story here, and it may not resonate for everybody, so just take it if it does. All right. I'm only in it for personal gains. I do feel here like this masculine, okay, in the past was in it to gain something. Now, it doesn't mean that he used the feminine, but the thing is there was something false about this masculine. He did warn the feminine though. Okay, this is where it's going to resonate with you or not. Some of the masculines warn the feminine by saying certain things such as, I'm not good at commitment, I've cheated in the past, or I'm not looking for anything serious, that sort of thing. This masculine did tell this feminine this, but she may have not wanted to see that side of it. Masculine could have warned her of this. So this is the thing. When it came to this connection, and feminine may have entered into this connection anyways, despite these warnings, despite what masculine was trying to tell her, the way he was triggered was to flip the script. Okay. He could have ended up projecting something onto her, blaming her. So I'm getting here, he became triggered because there was something that he tried to communicate to her, but maybe she felt that it didn't apply to her. And so this is something where he kind of maybe lashed out. I am getting that for some of you. There's also this energy too, where there was other people that created. It's like a two-faced energy, a friend telling feminine something about this masculine, warning feminine about this masculine. Maybe they had their own personal agenda as well. And so when it all came down, feminine became very scorned by what she was told by other people. And this masculine, instead of doing anything about it, chose to just remain defeated and just let it go. So I feel, feminine, that if something went down with this masculine here, or if you're a feminine watching this, I'm just assuming it, of course, but if something went down here with this masculine because other people got involved, other people tried to tell you something, warn you, they had their own personal agenda. It doesn't mean it wasn't true, but they did have their own personal agenda. And you might still be very scorned by this energy, okay? And masculine, unfortunately, was just too lazy to do anything about it. He may have had intentions to maybe apologize to you, explain something to you later on, but I'm getting he never did. Okay. So his trigger is perhaps because something happened that was his own fault. What he did is, instead of doing anything about it, he may have just decided, you know what, blamed it on you, or even blamed it on other people, and just decided to just kind of cop out and just do nothing about this entire dramatic situation. Okay. So if there wasn't other people involved, which I just feel with this card here, gossiping people that are nosy, two-faced people, only in it for themselves, giving warnings, things like that. I'm seeing here that masculine was triggered because maybe he felt that feminine wanted something from him that he could not give. Okay. He could not give to this feminine in the way that she may have needed him. And so this triggered a response in him to just become lazy and make excuses and say, you know what, I can't do this, or cop out. I just keep getting that cop out energy. And that energy could have scorned the feminine because maybe in the beginning, masculine was on board and then something shifted and changed and then he wasn't. So masculine, though, was definitely triggered by other people getting involved in his business. Okay. Didn't want to own up to it. As time went by, it just got easier not to speak to the feminine. So he just started not speaking to her at all, and they just fell apart. And this could also be that masculine is now triggered that he doesn't trust anyone because other people tried to get into his business. So yeah, that's the storyline. So if that's not resonating with some of you guys, that other people got involved in your situation, don't take it. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab one more because I feel like that's so specific, that scenario, that it may not be for everyone. Let's get one more. How was masculine triggered? Because yeah, I can't explain it any other way. Constantly catching them or you acting strange. Petty, overreacting to something. Okay, I'm getting here that masculine may have been triggered because the feminine was very intuitive and very keen to what she was seeing him do. Like he's acting a certain way, right? She's very sensitive. She feels the slightest shift. And that could have triggered the masculine because he kind of felt like, oh my gosh, this person, unlovable. This person, as in the feminine, she's connected to me too deeply. She's too plugged in to who I am. I can't have this. I feel unlovable. I've got a lot of wounds and issues that I don't want to open up about. I don't want to basically be this vulnerable. And I'm just getting here that this masculine basically just decided, he overreacted and he may have ended things with the feminine. He was acting strange. He could have also gaslit her and said things such as, I'm fine, but he wasn't. So her reaction to him because she's so sensitive. She was like she was understanding that he had a lot of wounds, and there was a lot of things that were at the basis of his behavior towards her. But when she tried to talk to him and get him to open up, I'm getting here, he shut down. So that was his trigger. So that's two different scenarios, or there could be both of those scenarios playing out for you guys. But I just felt guided to get another one just in case that previous one did not match up with your guys' situation, because that's a very specific one. So let's see for the feminine. How is feminine triggered by masculine? Business, work affairs, and texting others in front of you. Wow. Okay. All right. Broke. Victim. Disillusioned. Doubt. Okay. First of all, there's a trust issue here. Masculine could have definitely been texting other people, but then denying it. Okay. So this is a huge thing. So it says, I believe everyone is out to get me. This could have happened to feminine before. So when she was seeing masculine, maybe texting other people, she was doubtful that he was any different than anyone else. So that was a trauma, maybe even a previous trauma from previous relationships that she carried in. So when she started seeing masculine do this, or if it was true, she was immediately triggered and very, very doubtful that this was not the case, like it was the case. So with business and work affairs, this masculine could have also been very highly focused on success, making money. And this masculine could have just become very disillusioned, as in, I feel like maybe in the beginning of their connection, he was very much about her. But then as time went on, it's like career, success, fame, fortune, recognition, all those things just took precedence over the connection. So he became disillusioned, and she kind of lost him to this type of energy. And she might have even said things such as, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you don't have these things. I care about you. But masculine had his own ego and his own stuff that he was working through. So that's something that it could have been very triggering for feminine. It could have been also very triggering for feminine because maybe she didn't feel successful. Maybe she didn't feel like she had enough to offer the relationship in the form of finances or material things. And that could have been something where she saw this masculine as a certain status, and she felt like she couldn't match up to that status. So there's just a bunch of different energies that could have been playing out with you guys. But that is what I'm seeing for feminine's energy. So if it resonated, fantastic. If not, no worries. Why don't we take a look, see what is the trauma that was created and the karma clearing that has been going on since the two of you have been in separation. So this is a deck that is new for me. I'm probably not going to use it in the correct way. I'm going to use it just basically in a way that I feel guided to. And let's see what else here. Oh, and the Midnight Tarot. This is the one that fell. So let me just grab it real quick. Perfect. Okay. This is going to be for masculine, you guys. Masculine's karma clearing, or the trauma that was created and karma clearing. This deck is called Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. The trauma, exile. Interesting. So to me, the trauma that was created here for masculine is that he was exiled. That's a Survivor TV show, Exile Island, right? You have to go away. So I feel like masculine, with some of you guys that do connect with the story that just came through, which was the triggers. If the masculine was doing something and other people got involved and told the feminine about this, the feminine may have reacted and responded because she felt so scorned by this by exiling him and just, that's it, I'm done with you kind of energy. This is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. We have crossroads, yeah. So it's like being at a crossroads. What do? I feel like this masculine just basically was exiled. So this trauma was created by being abandoned by the feminine. And then we have the Six of Bones, Six of Pentacles, assistance. Okay, what I'm also getting to is that masculine may have had no choice but to walk away from this feminine because there was too much water under the bridge. There was too many things that happened. And we could already see that he got lazy. He didn't want to, like after a period of time, he just felt like maybe too much time had gone on. He couldn't apologize, a little too late, what's the point kind of thing. So I feel like something may have taken him down a certain road. Like instead of going down this road perhaps and apologizing to the feminine and trying to make things right, he decided to go down this road instead, which was maybe towards success, towards money, towards business, which we could see that that was a trigger for feminine, that he was very focused on that for some. Okay. So when it comes to, let's go ahead and get another one. Trauma, war, wow. Some sort of war either within himself or war with those people that meddled in his business. Oh yeah, fear, a lot of fear. I feel like whatever people meddled in his business created a lot of darkness for him, a lot of darkness. I feel like masculine has been at war with himself. We have the Six of Hell, which is the Six of Wands, victory and success on point. I feel like obviously the Six of Wands is a card of recognition, and I do feel like recognition was very important to this masculine, okay? Very ego. And I feel like when it came to being at war with himself or war with other people, success, being driven by success was his only comeback. It was his only defense. So I feel like this is something that he has been doing for a while now. And then we have trauma, see, slander. Somebody slandered some. I do feel like something that somebody slandered the masculine's name. But the thing is, I'm not trying to say, ooh, masculine deserved it, but he did act shady. He did do something to this feminine. And it just basically was repeated to the feminine. He never thought it would. He never dreamed that it would be repeated, but it was. So he feels slandered. He feels or has felt slandered here. He may have, yeah, see, it's created a dark night of the soul. So masculine has had to go into some sort of war within himself. So this is a part of the trauma that was created, and also the karma that he has had to endure and the karma that he has had to try to successfully clear up. So this is what he has been going through since feminine and him have been separated. Here she is, feminine. It has something to do with feminine. Yeah. This abundant garden, the success that you could have had with your feminine. Instead, you may have slandered her and you've paid the price. Dark night of the soul. So I feel like masculine has gone through some sort of karma for hurting feminine or from doing something behind her back, which she found out about through other people. And if that's not the story, you guys, this just tells me here that the masculine, when it comes to the feminine, has really had to embrace his darkness and has really had to face some uncomfortable aspects of himself and the things that he has said, the things that he has done, etc. Okay. So now let's go into the feminine's energy here. What is the feminine's karma clearing and traumas that were created? Imprisonment. Wow. Imprisonment. She has felt imprisoned by something, maybe imprisoned by her rage, imprisoned by her own darkness. We have admired energy here. To me, that is a card of confidence. I feel like this feminine has been imprisoned when it comes to how she sees herself because of what the slander, what things were said about her. Be those other people saying something, yeah, back from the dead. Interesting. This is resurrection. This is coming back up on top. So I feel like a part of her karma clearing is that she has really came into herself and she's done good for herself. And so she's focused on building rather than focusing on all of that trauma. I do feel, though, for a long time, she was stuck and imprisoned in that darkness. I'm not really getting that so much for her anymore. We have mental illness. So a trauma. So some of the feminines could have even felt like they were mentally ill. They could have felt like they were just so focused on, because they were so scorned, they were so hurt, that it was just so difficult for them to even clear this energy. They thought that they were just like, why can't I forget about this? I must be mentally ill. Fresh start. But again, instead of focusing on that and drowning in that energy and succumbing to that, I feel like this feminine has focused on fresh new starts, growth, development, because we can see abundant garden. As this masculine's been in his darkness, look at the feminine. Abundant gardens. See? Focusing on her abundance. It's almost like good karma has come to the feminine. You know, she may have felt cursed before, but now she's starting to feel blessed. Look, 5 of Cups for the 3rd time in this connection. So the mental illness, like depression, like a lot of depression, a lot of sadness this feminine has had to endure, a lot of tears she has cried, focusing on the past. Very difficult for her to shift her perspective to the new energy. So this is something, you've come a long ways, feminine. I'm telling you, I really got this in the beginning. You've come a long way on your journey, and you've grown a lot. You've had to endure a lot of darkness, a lot of sadness, a lot of pain, but you have grown. You have grown through this. You have survived. And last one, physical or sexual abuse. Okay. Some of you guys could also, with going through some of this darkness, realized a lot of the things that you have endured, or a lot of the triggers that have come up for you, have something to do with past experiences. We have observer. Yeah, and just really questioning everything, questioning why you're attracted to certain people, why you attracted this situation into your life. So you're realizing here that maybe there is a lot more to you as to why this happened to you. Not that you're blaming yourself, but realizing that maybe your vibration or unhealed wounds have in a way created this situation, or you attracted this situation so you can clear up some of this stuff. Maybe even realizing that a lot of your when you were triggered, a lot of those wounds were not even really with your masculine, they were with previous things. Okay. So it's like clearing it all up, getting to the bottom of it all, questioning everything. Who am I? Well, first of all, you're the high priestess, and the secret information, this right here, this book, you are learning as you are observing, as you are asking questions on your journey, as you are diving deep into yourself, as you are going deep. All right. You are deriving secret information. This is information that is just not, there you go, here it is. This is the reason why. No, it's a journey. It's a deep, deep journey into the self. A deep, dark journey into the self. So you've already gone through your dark night of the soul, feminines. Okay, some of you guys might be going through that still, but I'm getting for the majority of you, you've already cleared this energy. Now it's masculine's turn, and I feel like that has come up before. It's masculine's turn. Masculine is currently going through some stuff. You're currently going through some stuff too, and you guys are both trying to kind of get through it with more positive, higher vibrations, but it's still here. Because the 5 of Cups is now the theme for this connection, 3 times now. And the masculine has had it, and you have had it. And I think it came up in the vibration of the connection. So that makes sense. Holy smokes, right? Okay. So now we're going to go into the purpose and the mission. So what does this mean? Purpose and mission. What can you focus on to raise your vibration? So purpose and mission does not have to include being in a physical union with your twin flame. This particular purpose and mission can be done on your own. Okay. It could also be you're connected energetically with your masculine or feminine. And so it is the same. So we're going to go into the Divine Essential Starseed Oracle. Master Teacher. Wow. So somebody's mission is to be a teacher, to assist other people on their either twin flame journeys or just on their spiritual journeys. We have the High Priestess for a second time. This came up for feminine. So feminine, I'm telling you right now, you are coming through as you are a high priestess. Okay, you are a teacher to others. This information that comes to you, comes to you from your higher self. It comes to you in forms that don't just fall off the shelf. I mean, this is something where wisdom, you're a very seasoned divine feminine. You may just be an old soul, somebody who's been here so many times, but you definitely have this vibration here that you are trying to help people to align either with their mission and purpose, or this is your purpose to assist and teach people and to give them this information or what you've learned so far on your journey. And we have Syrian starseed. Wow. So some of you guys might even connect with being a starseed, but we have emotional, cleansing, light, and Sirius. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and clarify with some of these other decks here. We're going to go into my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck and Twin Flame Angel Numbers. Okay. So what's this master teacher energy connected to? Spirit of the Fae. Love this. This is mischief, play, and fantasy. Okay. So this is about having fun on your journey. So yes, you're here to teach. You have a mission, a purpose. You're assisting and you're teaching people. But the thing is, you're not forgetting to enjoy yourself. And we very much already saw this. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab it. Let's see if I can. There's so many cards here. Where is it? Here it is. I actually found it. I can't believe it. Playful. See that? That's feminine. Playful. So don't forget to play. Don't forget to enjoy yourself on the journey, feminine. It doesn't have to be doom and gloom. It doesn't have to be hard work the whole time. Don't forget to enjoy yourself on this journey. And then we have 105. Your intuition is divinely guided, so trust all that you are being shown at this time. That would be a divine feminine. Divine feminine, your intuition is high. All right? The information that's coming to you is for you. Trust what you are being shown at this time. So these numbers could be specific. We have 30 and we have 105. All right. So now we have this High Priestess energy. What is this High Priestess energy about? For the purpose and the mission. Okay. So interesting that we have depression coming up for a second time, illness, mental illness, sadness, melancholy, 5 of Cups. Crazy. So this High Priestess, feminine, has really, really had to work with this energy. I mean, this has been difficult. It's been difficult trying to clear your head, trying to clear that ego, detach from that ego. Been very, very difficult. But guess what? You are doing it. It says vibing at the highest light, feminine, balanced, and rising. So feminine, you are continuing to rise on your journey. As you balance out your emotions, as you balance out these traumas, this illness, this depression, this melancholy, and you are also trusting your intuition on this journey. So not everything is easy. You're not just getting this here's the answer. It's very black and white. No, there's a lot of information to sift through. There's a lot of mysteries to kind of go through and navigate and understand. This is not just a straightforward journey. This is a journey of self. This is a journey of just your own self-awareness, of discovery. That's what the word is, discovery. You're discovering so many things about yourself, about life, about everything through this particular journey, okay? And yes, your masculine may have a lot to do with it as well, but your masculine is not your entire journey or purpose. So your purpose and mission right now with whoever's watching this video, which I'm assuming most feminines are because I have the majority of my audience as feminine, so I feel like I can say that. Your particular purpose and mission right now is this, okay? Continue to focus on your mission, which is to teach, to assist others with your energy. Also, to clear lower vibrational energies, to trust your intuition. And we have 188. What kind of energy are you holding on to? Your twin absorbs what you feel. Raise your vibration today. So again, when you're feeling this, masculine's feeling this. When masculine's feeling this, feminine's feeling this. So raise your vibration. And I do see masculine and feminine are actually trying to do that because whatever they've been experiencing here, they realize by focusing on it isn't actually making them happy or helping. So they're trying to balance out their emotions. They're trying to balance out all that negative crap that has happened to them. Okay. So it's a part of both the masculine and feminine's purpose and mission to balance things out. Now we have Syrian starseeds. So you guys could be Syrian starseeds. Okay. We have emotional clearing, light of Sirius. So here, emotional cleansing, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is the vibration of the connection. So that would be emotional cleansing, cleansing that depression, cleansing that illness, cleansing that sadness, that melancholy. Are we holding on to this energy, or are we holding on to the light? What are we doing? So it is our purpose and our mission as divine feminines and divine masculines to hold the light. That's what you came here to do. Are we doing it? We have 9/11. Union is in the air, but are you ready? Take care of any unfinished business now. So this is the thing. Any kind of urgency that you feel to be with your twin flame right now, are you sure you're ready? Are you sure you're ready? So this is the thing. We can think or hope or pray for something, but at the end of the day, are we truly ready for that union? Have we done all the things that we need to do? Have we? It's not about being perfect either, but have we cleared what we've needed to clear? Are we going to just repeat these patterns if we were to come back together with our twin flame? So let's focus on working on those things instead of rushing into this union. And when we focus there, we're just in a much better space, okay? I feel like I skipped a card here. Yeah, I did. I totally skipped a card. I got 3 cards here, and I got 3 cards here, but only 1 there. I'm not sure why, so let me just go ahead and grab another, just in case. See? More negative energy. Holy smokes. Yep, decay, rot, and stagnation. Nope. What do flies fly on? You guys know. So it's that energy. It needs to go. And it needs to go urgency, like now. ASAP, it needs to go. This is an emergency situation. So you're going to just continue to decay, rot, and stagnate as long as you're in this shadowy energy. This shadowy energy does serve a purpose, but it's not the purpose to wallow in the pits for the rest of your frickin' life. It's not. Okay? You came here to make a difference. You came here to raise the vibration, which is why you're coming through as a Syrian starseed. You're here to emotionally cleanse, so that way you can help and make the pathway for other people to the light. Beautiful. I'm loving it. All right, so now we're going to go into the vibrations and signs being sent to you from your twin flame. Okay, so whoever's watching the video, it doesn't matter. What are the energies that your twin flame is sending to you through vibrations, okay? Through the words, higher self messages, etc. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So we're going to go with, let's see here. We're going to go with this Witch's Oracle. This is from Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. What vibrations, signs, or energy is your twin flame sending you from the higher realms, telepathically, meditation, 5D, astral plane, dreams, etc.? We have natural instincts, wolf. We also have purple candle, purple intuition, or psychic intuition. And then we also have chains. Interesting, because we did see masculine and 8 of Swords energy, which is the chains. Okay. All right. What else? We're going to go into this Intuit Oracle. Clock. Something about timing. When you see certain things on the clock, numbers on the clock, that means something. We also have lilies, so certain flowers. And the Sith. That's how you say that. The Sith or the Scythe. All right. So we're going to break it down now. We're going to go into my 2 decks here, which is called the Twin Flame Journey Messages number 1 and 2. And we are going to grab some information from your twin flame to you, from their higher self, signs that they are sending you. So I'm going to put this like this, and I'm going to take these and put these over here. Alexa stopped playing. What the hell? Alexa, I hate it when you do that. Okay, the wolf. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to talk to her. All right. Wolf, natural instincts. Clock, perfect timing, longevity, the past, lifetime. So past life, I'm getting this. As time passes, the test of time, make time eventually. Okay. So I'm getting for some of you guys that you and this masculine or you and this feminine, whoever's watching the video, have been in separation maybe for quite some time. Okay, a lot of time has passed. Time just continues to pass, right? Your twin flame might be coming through also as a wolf. So your spirit animal, you know, a spirit animal is coming through, and it's coming through as the wolf. I'm getting here that is your twin flame. All right. that is the instincts right now. Your masculine or feminine could be in the instincts of the wolf, which to me, the wolf is all about being a loner. Even though wolves can be in packs, right? It doesn't matter. I feel like this is someone who is trying to figure out who they are, right? As the time passes, trying to figure out how they're surviving on their journey. So I feel like they're coming through numbers that you see on the clock, and the animal wolf. So let's go ahead and get some words. Wow, I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. So someone is saying that they're sorry that they couldn't follow through with something that they said, right? And even though a lot of time may have passed, they haven't said this to you. They're actually saying this to you from the higher realms, higher self. We also have, please don't take what happened personally. It wasn't you, it was me. So someone is apologizing here. Your twin flame is apologizing for their behavior. They're apologizing. And they know that they probably should apologize now, like it's time for them to apologize. But we can clearly see that this person does have fears. Okay. What else? We have the purple candle. So if some of you guys light candles, you might be getting some sort of information from your twin flame. This could also be the color purple, right? The color purple is actually a movie. Well, God, one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, the color purple here. Psychic intuition. So someone is psychically communicating with you through your intuition, through your thoughts, telepathy. We have lily, established, ambition, experience, development, achievement, longevity, mature, and sexuality. Okay. So somebody might be intuitively communicating through you with like some sort of a passionate, sensual thoughts and vibrations. It's easier to just stay away right now. I actually just got that one with the previous one. I can't take this anymore. Wow, I feel like someone really has a lot of desire for you and they can't take the separation anymore. But at the same time, it's just easier to just not do anything about this connection. It's easier not to make a move on this connection. So we have development. I almost feel like what your twin flame is telling you here psychically is that I'm just letting things develop. I might still be chasing my ambitions. I might still be trying to experience life or establish myself, go after my achievements. Okay. As I mature, maybe I will be ready. But right now, I'm still feeling stuck. I'm still feeling like I need to find myself, like the wolf, hungry like the wolf. I'm getting that from Duran Duran too. All right. And last one. Now we have chains, which are restrictions, things that are holding me back. I am trying currently to release myself from these chains. That's what I'm seeing here. All right. Liberate myself from these chains. I'm working on that. I want you to know that. See, I am trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. So your person is letting you know intuitively, psychically. They're letting you know maybe through dreams or symbols, signs, whatever, that they are feeling restricted and they are working on liberating themselves from these chains. And you feel like home to me. But you do feel like home to them no matter what has happened here. They feel safe in your presence. They feel that homey energy. They feel like you guys belong together. And it might be that they also feel that maybe when the two of you are a little bit older, that will be your time to be together. Okay. All right. So what is the most likely outcome here at this time? Now this can change. So whatever comes up here, it's not set in stone. At the most likely outcome at this time, what is this energy? Most likely outcome at this time. This right here is my Earth and Sky Oracle. We have the goat. The goat is connected to the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, though, is very focused on money, possessions, finances, materialism, status. I do feel like your twin flame, whoever's watching the video here, your twin flame is very focused in the physical world. They were before and they still are. This is something that they still feel like they're chasing something or they're trying to obtain something. And until they obtain this, it's like they're not going to be at peace. They're not going to be at peace. They're not going to feel good enough. They're not going to feel like they've made it. This is my signs from Spirit Love Oracle. We have Cupid, love and desire. It's like that's what their desire is right now. So what is the most likely outcome here? The love and desire is for self-control, discipline. The love is on the self. The focus is on materialism and status. The focus is on building at this particular time. All right, this is the Tarot Grand Lux. Yeah, the Fool's energy. So the Fool is about being unattached. The Fool is about doing things my own way. It might not make sense to anyone else, but this is what I just feel like I need to do. I feel guided to go about this at this time. This is what I feel like I have to do. Yep. It's time to make a decision. And I feel like your person's decision, rather than going for what they might feel still for you, this is telling me here that they are really focused more on the self, and they're really focused more on, that's the decision that they're making. The decision that they're making is to do things their own way. Now, they also, of course, could be kind of deciding, do they start fresh with you, or do they just kind of continue over here? Well, let's go ahead and get some more information to see what comes through for the most likely outcome at this time. Yeah, Dragon. Okay. Dragon is someone who is powerful, somebody who's honest and direct, might be going through some sort of a lucky streak. This is also somebody who could be tyrannical, somebody who is just creating issues and problems for themselves. They may be very outspoken. People might not like that. We have Violet. I do feel like you guys, I'm not trying to like put a damper on this, but I feel like someone is really more focused on being them, like just doing their own thing, being unattached. Even though, yeah, we can see like brand new beginning, fresh new start, take a risk. I just feel like it's more focused on the person's self. Okay. It's more focused on their fortune. It's more focused on just directing their attention to that area. So your connection still feels like it's in those higher realms. It may not really be changing much in the physical 3D world. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, so Judgment to me, you guys, is like resurrecting this connection, or we're reviewing the past. We're reviewing our karma, our past deeds. Have we learned this lesson? You know, can we start fresh? You know, can we start over again? I feel like decision with Judgment. Someone's trying to make a huge decision here. Yeah, there's a lot of regret. 5 of Cups. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. So someone, in a way, I feel even moving forward, whoever hurt who still feels the heaviness of this karma. And they feel like maybe the only way that they can really just have some sort of control over things is to just focus on themselves. So your person might still be fearful of just opening up and apologizing and just doing what they need to do in the situation. So I feel like more focus is still just kind of self-persevering. We have Winter for the second time in this reading. And you guys, I just have to go with what I'm feeling, and it is being confirmed here. Hibernation mode. Again, we're still in this frozen state, frozen in time. Somebody's still self-reflecting. There's this energy that's dormant. It's still not moving forward. Now, remember, you guys, this is not forever. It just means that someone is still focused on themselves. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that this is a good thing, because again, why rush this union when people still have these issues? Yep. Time is slipping though. So there's something about time here. It's like more time is going by more. And also, yes, more time is slipping by as well. More time is slipping by. It's just one of those things. Your person is letting more time slip by the longer they stay in this self-reflection mode, which is good, but we can only hibernate for so long before something just goes dormant forever. Oh my God, the 5 of Cups again. But this time it's coming up reversed. So this tells me as time slips by, this 5 of Cups energy, which is a huge indicator of the vibration of your connection right now, this will start to dissipate, this 5 of Cups energy. We're going to start to let the past go. We're going to start to let those regrets go. We're going to start to heal and forgive ourselves, forgive each other. So forgiveness of the self and forgiveness of each other is something that's still needed in this connection. And this is one of the reasons that you guys are probably still not coming together in the near future. Yep. Time is not right. It's just being confirmed. So union's in the air. Yes, people think about it. People might even want that. But at the same time, they may also know that they're still not ready, that they still have issues, that they still have these things to overcome. So the connection is here. The love is here. But there is still this energy here where it's still kind of frozen somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and get just kind of like these final messages for your person and like your twin flame and how they're feeling about you currently. Okay. So even despite that they're just thinking about themselves and they're doing their own thing and they're trying to like get their life together, where are they at with your energy? Okay. Where are they feeling your energy the strongest? What is that vibration and what does it look like? Let's take a look. Your person's energy towards you. So we're going to go into my Twin Flame Oracle again. Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Okay, so we have the material world. Interesting. Your person's still focused in the material world. We have cycles. This is just a cycle that they're in right now, unfortunately. Their materialism. In winter, oh my God, what is it about winter? This is something where they're in the self-reflection mode. They're frozen in this energy. They're not able to cycle it out yet. And we have healing. See? So where your person is at right now when it comes to you and this connection, I'm getting two different things, two different messages here. One of them is that they are focused on the material world, and that just seems to be where their energy is dominant right now. And they're frozen in that energy, and they've got to align themselves and heal, or, you know, something else is going on where they're going to have to cycle this through and learn this lesson in order to move forward and carry on. But I'm also getting too that some of you guys, this is where your relationship may have ended. This is where it's frozen in time. It's kind of stuck in this cycle where in the material world, that's just, it's healing still needs to occur. And that's the reason that it's not moving forward in the 3D world. Okay. So how your person feels about you is they do feel like your connection is stuck. They feel like also they're very focused in their material world. And we have the Three of Cups, very focused in some sort of community. Of course, Three of Cups can be reunion as well. I do feel like your person does think about coming together and spending time with you and having fun with you, what it would be like to reconcile with you, yes. But I also feel like they are focusing on their work. Focusing, oh, see? The cycle of the Three of Swords, hard. Ooh, you guys are still stuck in this cycle here. Oh, I don't want to say stuck. That's not true, because Divine Feminine looks to me like she's doing rather well. And so does Masculine, actually. But there's still this cycle that still is not 100% healed, you guys. It's still dormant here. It's still somewhere, frozen in time. We've got to work on it. We've got to heal. We've got to let this go. We got to let the pain and the trauma connected to this go. And a cycle too, that's going to only be for some of you, is that there are people that are with other partners too right now. Third party situations. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, while this masculine is like kind of frozen in time with her, he still gets this nurturing feeling from her. He still gets this warmth from her. You feel like home to me. That's that card to me. This is Capricorn's energy. So Capricorn to me with that goat is coming through very strong. Okay. I'm also getting another message, though, that masculine feels nurtured when it comes to success and money. That seems to be his love right now. That seems to be his focus right now. Feels very nurtured in materialism, money, success. We have the Queen of Swords. So there could be two people here, of course. But this could also be healing from this Queen of Swords energy. This feminine could have been the Queen of Swords to masculine. She was very sharp, assertive. Maybe she said certain things. Maybe she's holding on to something. Maybe he's afraid of her wrath. Whatever this is something that needs to be healed. So he feels that there's two aspects to her. He feels her warmth. He feels connected to her. He feels at home with her. But there's also this other side where they have not had a conversation. They have not been able to clear up this energy. He has not apologized to her, perhaps properly. And so that is kind of things remain to be unsaid. And we have this time. Something's frozen in time Time keeps slipping by. I know that I need to communicate, but I'm not doing that. I still need to heal. I'm still working on me. Please understand while I'm healing. It's not an excuse. It's just where he's at. All right, what else? Yep, there are still so many unsaid things between us. I mean, that's what that is. He knows. Masculine knows that he needs to say something to this feminine, but he's not doing it. He's instead choosing to focus on other things. He does feel this heartbroken energy. He does feel the melancholy, depression, sadness of Five of Cups, but he's choosing not to focus on it. He's choosing to focus on earthly possessions right now. Success, money, materialism. I'm more affected. See, but he does want feminine to know, even though I'm good at putting on a certain act or presenting a certain image, I'm actually more affected than you know. It might not look like I'm affected, but I am. This masculine is just very, very good at shifting gears. Gratitude, I'm a better person because of you. This is beautiful because I did get this energy from masculine before, where he is choosing to be more in a state of gratitude and just see the brighter side of life. So he is trying. It's not to say this masculine isn't trying, but it just may not be to the feminine standards. But he does telepathically communicate with her. You are never far from my mind. So he thinks about her a lot. He actually telepathically communicates with her. It's easier for him to have these conversations with her in his mind than it is in person. So this is something that the masculine is healing right now. He's healing himself. And as he's continuing to focus on materialism and find himself in the material world, he is coming to terms with all of these things and all of these dynamics with the feminine. So we're going to go ahead and end this reading with some final messages from Spirit. What does your spirit team want you to know? This is the When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission. Spirit family, beautiful. Love, soul connection. And received. And we're going to go with this Divine Love Affirmations, Self-Love and Relationships by Angelic Revelation 144. So when it comes to spirit family that we have in spirit, I am receptive to my divine partner's communication, intently engaged as an intuitive listener. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that, of course, masculine and feminine are always connected in spirit. Okay, you guys are family. You guys are a part of the same soul group, soul family. You guys have a soul connection. All right, love is at the center of that. You are receptive to receiving. Look at that. You're receptive to my divine partner's communication. Intently engaged as an intuitive. You see, you're listening from your intuition. Telepathically, you're getting these messages. You're not getting these messages in the third dimensional world, at least not yet. So you're open to this communication. You're open to this connection right now that you have with your masculine. This is all he can provide right now. He can't give any more at this time. But you're open to it. You're receptive to it. You're working with the energy. You're healing with this energy. You're also communicating back. So your spirits, you guys are working things out in spirit. Maybe not in the physical world, but in spirit you are. And spirit wants you to understand that and to be receptive to this type of healing. Okay? So instead of putting limitations on it or conditions on it and saying, well, if he doesn't come back and apologize, then F him. Well, you know, that's something that you're going to have to work through. Okay? It's a part of your journey to kind of get to a different spot. So we have love, soul connection. I choose compassion. Look, over criticism of my divine partner. I was just giving an example of how we could criticize our partner. You're choosing compassion instead. You're choosing to be okay with where the masculine is at currently on his ascension journey. You realize that you guys are not on the same page right now. That's okay. And received. I am love itself. I do not have to look outside of myself for validation. See, remember, this is both masculine and feminine. I show myself unconditional love and compassion. I forgive myself for any mistakes, and I take only the lessons learned to set myself free. What you're receiving and what you are going to continue to receive is healing for the self. Even if you don't get an apology, even if this physical union doesn't come to be, you are receiving an opportunity to love yourself, to forgive yourself, to heal yourself, to validate yourself instead of looking for another person to do it. And when you learn this and master this, that might be where the miracle occurs. So anyways, you guys, I hope that you're still with me. I hope that that was helpful to someone out there listening. And again, just take the parts that resonated for you and get rid of anything else that didn't. So take care of you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.